There is an article in Samsung's website which explains the story of Galaxy S8's design. It's the most stupid read available in the World Wide Web at the moment. I provide a link in the video description, go have a look to see what I mean. But let me give you the real story of how Galaxy S8 is made. Samsung hired a couple of crazy fashion designers, the one that designs those weird-looking dresses you see in fashion shows, and you have always been wondering who in the bloody hell wearing this piece of junks. Samsung asked them to design the prettiest thing ever, codenamed Galaxy S8, and they did it while they were high, smoking some very strong unknown powders or weeds, while having fun under each other. Then Samsung took the drawing, gave the duty of hardware and software design to its electric kettle department, and they come out of their caves with this thing. And that's how Galaxy S8 was born. This Galaxy S8 is the first Samsung phone that I have bought since my beloved original Note. Before I might get accused by fanboys for hating Samsung, let me inform them that I've owned Samsung phones for years, especially at a time which most of them were laughing at people with Samsung phones. The time which even some so-called tech websites like Gizmodo or others stupidly were making fun of people that owning a Note 1. The time that I realized you might be a good writer, but that can't make you a smart tech head. At that time, it was okay and normal for the phones to lag, to have poor battery life, to overheat, to slow down, because market and manufacturers were still in the panic and the shock of, in one hand, Apple's success, in other hand, failures of big names like Nokia. And smartphone makers didn't know what to do. They were totally overwhelmed by the iPhone's success story. And where Apple did it once in near perfect manner, others just had no choice but to get close step by step, just by trial and error. And believe me, I know it was really hard, because Apple, by the help of US Department of Patents and Justice System, had closed all the ways and doors to them. For God's sake, Apple even gifted with famous rectangle device patent. And then it was Samsung that nearly alone took all the weights of the responsibilities on its shoulder and started to stand against the Apple monopoly. Today, I sincerely believe that Android ecosystem and Android users owe Samsung for its efforts and trouble they've gone through in the hand of bully Apple. But they owe people like me who've been laughed at when we had the S2 or Note 1 as well. That being said, let me talk about S8. First, I start with good thing, but don't worry, it won't take that long, for two reasons. One, there are not many good things. Two, you've already heard a lot of reviewers praising their review unit. Most of them are never owned or used the Samsung phones, and they never will. Okay, the look. This thing is absolutely beautiful. It's like the concepts you usually see in automotive shows. You cannot believe it's actually happened and made. I've got the black one. Man, it's unbelievably beautiful. It's like a piece of unified black crystal. There is nothing that disturbs its beauty and its symmetrical design. It boggles your mind, it plays with your perception. It's so unified, sometimes you have a hard time to spot which side is front, which side is the back. And when you switch it on, that Samsung logo shines like a full moon in a clear summer black night sky. Truly amazing. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Good thing finishes there. If you are faint-hearted, please leave now. S8 is all about its beauty, and that's where the problems start. In one sentence, this thing is unnecessarily beautiful. To reach this level of beauty, you have to sacrifice many things. That rules works even in humans. Some people destroy their health and body to get a bit prettier. And this phone designed by that kind of people. This phone designed by people who spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on cosmetics surgeries. For the sake of its look, Samsung has done some staggering amount of brutal cosmetic surgeries on it. The bezels that are crucial for holding and handling a handheld device are now removed. A bezel-less smartphone malarkey is a childish dream that never going to work unless manufacturers come out with a floating smartphone, which is impossible, or another smart way to handle and use a phone, which I'm sure Samsung won't be its inventor. It's like removing the wheels of a car. It might look better, but it's not possible idea. Never going to work. It's unnecessarily tall. You have to travel half a mile to get to the top to pull the notification bar down, unless your other hand is free to do it with. But the reality is S8 is supposed to be a one-hand use friendly phone for the general people who want in a smartphone for daily use. The screen is curved. Stupid idea. Has rounded corner like old rotary black and white TVs, and screen ratio is absolutely unacceptable. No videos or apps fits in properly. Samsung has pulled out hard bezels and put in the bigger, fatter, soft one. Screen is the most important aspect of a smartphone, and for that reason alone, I never buy or recommend a phone with such a pointless screen ratio. The only thing people usually come out with to justify this screen ratio is for the split screen use. Who using split screen? Majority of consumers don't ever use split screen at all, but everyone watch full screen videos. For normal use, people using the smartphone mostly in the portrait mode, and because S8's screen is less wider, you get smaller keyboard too. The curved edges causes annoying reflections, make a phone awkward to handle, and palm rejection, especially in landscape mode, drives you crazy. The AMOLED panel colors are unnatural and so oversaturated, especially the red. Oh my god, the red on this thing is wild. Very strongly oversaturated that cause you headache. The red is always coming at you to pops your eyeballs out. The true devil red is everywhere, even in the white. You can see it hiding itself waiting for you. People, whatever you do, just do not look at tomatoes on this thing. It will make you blind. Yes, Samsung, yes, we noticed the difference. Your AMOLED colors pops out compared to other LED screens. You are better. Yes, you are better than Apple. Stop that red dog. Yes, but enough is enough. Please have some mercy. You can see the red everywhere. You can feel it even when it's not there. Like when the screen is black, you feel its presence. It's so scary. On this AMOLED screen, only black is real black. Unlike red or white, the black on this screen is amazing. Even if you give this phone to Donald Trump, he will enjoy the blacks on this thing. I use a black wallpaper for first time on a phone. I don't want to ruin it with the colorful wallpapers. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Everything about this phone is its look. It's fashion. Samsung should start making and selling some underwears as well, as they are very good at fashion designing. They think made to be a fashion statement, which it is, but it is a stupid statement too. Let me tell you why. Unlike its look, the ergonomic design is awful. Buttons are very sharp and uncomfortable. It peels your skin off every time you press them. They are very badly placed, impossible to stop accidentally pressing them while you want to press another. The Bixby and its button is just a disaster. Absolutely awful and unacceptably incomplete. It's useless piece of junk who is there because Samsung wants to try it in you, so we can implement it onto the fridge freezer lines later. The virtual home button is annoyingly painful to press. The haptic feedback is way off. You pressing it and somewhere over the rainbow, something sometimes later vibrates, which sounds like a fart every time you push it. You pushing its belly button, but it farts from its ears. Then it comes to the security and unlocking your phone. Here it comes the beauty train wagon, and you have to remove everything from its way. The physical, useful, easy to use home button, gone. Bezels, gone. Ease of use, gone. People in tech world saying the fingerprint scanner location was a last minute decision. they are all wrong. They don't know what they are talking about. For first time, let me tell you the reality and the real truth. In fact, the fingerprint scanner was the first decision made by Samsung on the web design department. Those brainless people thought any other location for the scanner will ruin its symmetric design. The fingerprint scanner even makes the camera a failure. Keeping that lens clean is just not an easy task. Oh my god, it's same good old day Samsung. Too many things packed in it, neither fully works. To unlock your phone securely, you have not one but 3 biometric scanner packed in, which neither works perfectly. Iris scanner, is it working perfectly? No, not in dark, not in sunlight, not when you have glasses or lenses on, it's not reliable. Okay then, we have the number 2, the face recognition. Does it work safely and perfectly? Well, hell no. Fingerprint scanner. Are you kidding me? The irony is the first time in the history of Galaxy phones the fingerprint scanner works. As long as you have small fingers and you manage to find it under your finger. Keep fingering it, good luck finding its hole. Then we get to the speaker grill. It gets covered easily and completely. It's like having a dedicated mute button, which like other buttons on these phones gets activated whenever they wish. Just hold it in your hand and you definitely cover its speaker and you will be surprised how well sounds get silented. The speaker grill is tiny as Samsung's software team's brain, if there is such a team existing in Samsung. Let me give you a couple of examples of their hard work stupidity. Unlocking the phone by passcode takes few unnecessary steps. Pull down gesture should have been used to pull the notification bar down. Instead, it's wasted for the app drawer, which you can already go into by pull-up gesture. There is no screenshot shortcut in Notification Center or any other easy way to do so. This is how you're supposed to take a screenshot. Let me demonstrate it for you. Too many contacts as everywhere. Make the menus messy. Just look. Contact us. Contact us. Contact us. Clock. Contact us. And everywhere. You know what, Samsung? For the sake of humanity, next time just make a dedicated contact us button here. You see, there is still some room. For God's sake, someone please contact these lunatics to see what is their problem. I tried to call the customer service to see why my S8 delivery delayed for 10 days. I had no response to my email whatsoever. I couldn't get through their busy phone lines either. And now they're asking me to contact them. Let's just try one of these contact us things. Okay, let's go to the clock to contact us. No. Okay, get help. No problem. Start. Wow, we get benefits. Okay. Term of use. Important. Read carefully. Okay. Privacy policy. Information we collect. What kind of information you collect? Information you provide directly. Information we collect about your use of our services. Information we obtain from third-party sources. Okay. Use and sharing of information. Okay. We might share your information with affiliates, Business partners, service partners, law enforcement, What information we collect about you? User account information, billing, shipping address or credit card information. Some of the services enables you to communicate with other people. Device information, log information, location information, voice information, the size of your gentleman cucumber, the radius of all of your 9 holes, everything, basically. This is the consequence of having a bad friend. Samsung made friend with Microsoft recently. May Force puts into us some huge mercies. Okay, let's just finish it off. This thing is on my nerves so badly. Time for the questions. Question 1. Do I recommend these things to anyone? No, even if I hate them. How much these things' real value is? $180, and that's because it has a relatively good camera. What about good, bads and uglies? Good. Its look, which if you buy this based on its look and put it in a case, you better show yourself to a brain surgeon. Camera is not bad, and I like the black color on its screen. Bad. Poor bloated software, useless annoying edge screen, edge menu, which thanks God you can disable it. Oversaturated screen, don't tell me it can be adjusted in the setting. It's not slow, but it's not super fast. Watch my video which I compared to last year's mid-range for your reference. Glass back. This thing is painfully slippery. It is a piece of fragile crystal. You have to always worry to not drop it. And many more. Uglies. Screen ratio, screen rounded corners, screen curved edges, minimal bezels, Bixby, sharp buttons, price, Samsung's spying tactics, speaker location. Who this phone is good for? No one really. If you are a gamer, it's not for gaming. For professionals, no. It's not smart at all. It's not secure because it hasn't got a reliable biometric sensor. For multimedia users, don't even think about it. Just for checking my Facebook, unless you have 1-year-old size fingers to use this small keyboard and post and chat. What phone do I use now instead of this one? I am a phablet user. I own 2 of biggest ones actually, the Lenovo Fab Plus and my favorite, the mother of all phablets, Xiaomi Mi Max. You can watch my video to see why I call Mi Max the mother of all phablets. Links in description below. What I recommend instead? Well, if you want a normal size phone, give the Huawei phones a try. Just don't go for the P10. If you're looking for a phablet, try the Mi Max. You never look back. What Samsung can do to improve? Okay. Make the screen flat, no curves, no rounded corners. Cut the phone short with standard screen ratio, and voila, we will have a small, easy to use powerhouse. And then in the back, just rotate all these things 90-degree clockwise. Make the fingerprint scanner same size as the camera, so for the people with normal size hands. And then what this do, if you want to keep this useless heart rate monitor which never work in between those two. Don't forget to remove the Bixby button. I didn't say get rid of Bixby, but give people option to disable it. That's it for today. I wasted enough of my time and your time over these things. Thank you for watching. Feel free to disagree with me, but please provide some reasons as well. If you actually own one, then I'm sure you know what I mean. Thank you for watching again. Please subscribe to my channel. My name is Sharam and you watched Unboxgraphy.